Okay, so you started your production, you have your editing, you have your footage in Premiere. What do you do next? There's an item down here, new item button. If you click this, there's a bunch of different things pop up, which we'll get to at some point this year. But you could go to new sequence, and you have to choose all these settings, and it can be a little complicated. But an easier way to do that is take the footage that you want to start with. If you drag your footage into this new sequence area, boom, you'll get a new sequence that fits the settings of your timeline. Okay? So that's number one. Second thing that's important to know when you get started is, again, if you hover your mouse over these tools, you're going to see selection tool, V, cut tool, C. So right away, C and V on the keyboard, if you look at those keys, you're going to be using those all the time. If I hit C, I select the razor blade tool. If I hit V, I select the selection tool. Okay? So I've actually already started a... Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. So the group who sent this to me sent me a block of video all in one kind of piece. So I want to make some cuts here. So I'm going to find my first cut. I'm going to hit my C. So I'm in razor blade tool. Make a cut there. And so on. You might not have to do that on yours. Okay. Now, your timeline is divided into two sections. The top section where it says V is V for video. The bottom section where it says A for audio. So again, all your video tracks are on top, all your audio tracks are below. Normally when you import them, they will be synced up together. You can separate them. We'll deal with that another lesson. Remember, when I'm doing this presentation right now, I am in the Workspaces editing mode. Okay, I am in editing mode. That's what I will teach from. Okay, you can pick other workspaces, meaning other arrangements of these panels, like learning, or color, or logging, right? All it's doing is rearranging available panels, but the one I teach from is editing. If you ever get messed up, like if something gets weird and you just can't find a panel and everything just looks like nothing makes sense anymore, like this, the way to reset that is to go to Window, Workspaces, Reset to Save Layout. Okay? Again, Window, if you ever get lost and you can't find your panels, it's Window, Workspaces, and Reset to Save Layout. Okay, so I'm editing here. Move this over. You'll notice there's controls here like toggle track output. If I hit this eyeball, it'll mute the track, and it's black. It mutes everything on this track. Let me reignite it. If I hit M for mute here, everything goes silent. Okay, remember, the timeline is real. The timeline is real. So if you mute a video track or an audio track, it will actually be mute when you output. Okay? So one more quick review. I have my raw footage in my project panel. When you import footage, we've talked about importing already. You drag to begin a timeline, you drag your footage down to new item. Okay? When you're playing your timeline, what's on your timeline appears on the program video. The source video is simply a view of your raw footage. So if I double click a piece of video here, this is an unrelated clip I have in my project for some reason, it shows up here. This is not on my timeline. Things in your source window will not show up on your timeline. This other random video is not on my timeline. Now, if I were to drag this piece of video onto my timeline and move my marker over it, now it's on my timeline, okay?